Most people don't struggle financially because of rent or electricity bills. They struggle because of lifestyle choices they don't even notice. Little extras pile up over time and quietly become a heavy burden. In this video, we're diving into one of the most powerful tools in personal finance, the 50-30-20 rule. It's not just about numbers, it's about how you live your life. Today, we're deepening our financial awareness and learning the difference between needs and wants. And the hardest part? It's not always easy to know if something is truly a need or just a want. But don't worry, I'll help you to build a clear, confident perspective around it. So what is the 50-30-20 rule? Let's break it down with a simple image. Imagine your budget as a pie. It has 3 slices, and each one represents a different part of your life. 50% goes to needs, 30% to wants, 20% to savings and debt repayment. Your future. This rule helps you take control of your money. And the best part? It lets you enjoy life while staying financially responsible. One important note. These percentages are based on your net income, what's left after taxes. So if your gross salary is $50,000 a year, we're working with what actually lands in your account. This framework doesn't say you have to cut out all your wants. It simply helps you balance them in a healthy way. Now, let's look at each slice in detail and figure out how you can apply this to your own financial life. Let's start with the first slice, needs. This covers 50% of your net income and includes your essential living expenses. So what counts as a need? Rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, like electricity, water, and gas, transportation, basic health care, and insurance. Here's how I define a need. It's something that would seriously disrupt your life or be impossible to live without. In other words, the basics you need to survive and function. But here's a heads up. If you start calling everything a need, you'll convince yourself that saving is impossible. This isn't about guilt, it's about clarity. Let's look at a few examples. Eating is a need, but dining at fancy restaurants 3 times a week? That's a want disguised as a need. Transportation is a need, but upgrading to a brand new luxury car? That's a want. Even needs come in levels. Recognizing those levels is key to financial freedom. Remember, real control starts when you know what's truly necessary, and that control helps you move away from debt and toward savings. Next up, wants. This slice covers 30% of your net income and includes the things that make life more enjoyable, but aren't essential. So what's a want? It's something that might make life a little less comfortable if you gave it up, but you'd still be okay. Not food or shelter, more like the extras that add convenience or fun. Here are some examples. Streaming services, eating out, new clothes, daily coffee runs, hobbies like gardening, flying drones, or editing videos. Having hobbies is one of life's joys, but they're not required for survival. Wants aren't bad. In fact, they're important. Life isn't just about surviving, it's about enjoying the ride. But here's the catch. When wants start to take priority over needs or long-term goals, that's when trouble begins. Here's a quick test. If you can go a month without it and still function, it's probably a want. Now here's where things get tricky. The gray area. Some expenses aren't clearly needs or wants. They fall somewhere in between. And this is where most people overspend. Internet. It might be a need for work, school, or staying connected, but upgrading to the fastest, most expensive plan, that's a want. Clothing. Owning clothes is a need. But buying the latest fashion trends every season, that's a want. Spotting this gray area is half the battle. Once you do, you'll start managing your budget with way more confidence, and that brings you closer to financial freedom. Now let's talk about the final slice, savings and debt repayment. This covers 20% of your net income, and it's where your future begins. Saving isn't just about stacking cash. It's about gaining control, lowering stress, and opening doors to new opportunities. Step 1. Build an emergency fund. I recommend saving enough to cover 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. If your monthly costs are $1,000, aim for $3,000 to $6,000. It might sound like a lot, but if you lose your job, face a health issue, or get hit with a surprise expense, this fund can be a lifesaver. Step 2. Pay down your debt. Use this 20% to tackle credit cards, student loans, or any other financial burdens. I'll cover debt strategies in a separate video soon. Step 3. Save for retirement. A lot of people put this off, but years from now, that delay can cost you big time. Now picture yourself 5 years from now. Your debts are gone. Your emergency fund is solid. You're saving for retirement. And best of all, you're planning a vacation guilt-free with no credit card debt. You don't need a massive income boost to get there. You just need to start making smart choices today. That's why this 20% slice is so powerful. Every smart move here brings you one step closer to the life you want. Today, we explored a simple but powerful framework for managing your money. It might not shake the world, but it could completely transform your financial life. Unless you track where your money goes, you won't see how certain habits are holding you back. This video might be short, but its impact can last for years. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Make the 50-30-20 rule your guide. And remember, wants aren't the enemy, but they should never be in charge of your financial future.